Okay. I see you got yourself a little sleepy baby, Joey. Okay, what was this? Continue. Well, if you want me to throw it, Joey, you're gonna have to bring it over here. And not just you turn with it.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Hmm. What, Jojo? What, Rosie? And the puppies. I can't throw anything if I don't have a toy. You know that, right?
Solid.
You made this. Impressive.
I like how Setis is back there just, watching. Pretending that he's not, but he is. What?
Oh, but this is simply scrumptious. I love, love, love it.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
Stuck with you again? Fine, let's get this over with.
Indeed. We should finish this quickly for both of our sakes.
What do you expect? That was child's play.
And yet... No. We can leap...
We all must do our fair share.
How long are you going to keep staring blankly like an idiot? You should eat.
You're right. My apologies.
Let me guess, you're in a tizzy about how best to make use of the Church's forces. Or maybe you're just worried about how our forces will survive the winter. Well, knock it off. A good leader knows when to let their vassals do the worrying for them.
Is that why you left your uncle in charge of House Fraldarius?
Yes. though I've been returning to the territory the moment any issues arise with his governance.
And your mother? Is she in good health? I imagine it's difficult to manage all the family squabbles on her own.
Oh, she's fine. She's good at that sort of thing. I actually think she likes it. I suggest you focus on your own issues for once, instead of worrying about everyone else.
I'm not sure that's possible. Oh, but that does remind me. I hear the Knights wanted to hold a joint training session.
Forget it. You'll never change. I'd tell you to stop brooding so much, but I'd be wasting my breath.
I cannot afford to lose this war, Felix. I must protect the kingdom. I must avenge the fallen. Each day, we draw ever closer to those who pulled the actual strings. I've already punished any who knew of the plan and did nothing, as well as a number of middle-rank conspirators. But it isn't enough. There are still those who must answer for this crime with their lives.
You are a book with one chapter and no ending. What will you do when you actually have this revenge of yours?
I don't know. But if I can quell their grief and their hate, it will be enough. Do you hate me, Felix? After all, I saw Glenn die. I watched it and could do nothing. His end lies on my shoulders.
That's enough. I don't hate you, okay? You weren't responsible for any of that. They didn't die for your sake. They made their own choices of their own free will. Don't be so conceited.
But surely they didn't want to die. Yet they did so to protect me. Me. I am undeserving of such sacrifice.
I told you to quit brooding and eat. Your food's going to rot if you wait any longer.
Yes, of course.
Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the.
Let's get this over with quickly, so we can have a nice cup of tea. Ooh, yes, please. And maybe some of your treats to go with it? Whew, all done. Nice work out there, Mercy. You were splendid yourself, Annie. I think we've earned ourselves a relaxing tea break. We all must do our fair share.
Well, you three are a merry bunch. If this is how you're gonna approach the next battle, I better go buy some white cloth so we can start sewing our surrender flags.
Sorry. I was lost in thought for a second there.
You don't say. What's got you down?
I just never imagined we'd all be fighting together here in Dusker. You come back here often, right, Dedue? I have heard His Majesty say as much on multiple occasions.
Yes.
Well, Dusker is still quite new to most of us, so we will definitely be depending on you.
A word, Ingrid. It's true we shouldn't wallow in the past, but there is also no need for false cheer.
Sure, but considering who we're going up against, it's not like we've got happy days ahead.
We'll be fighting a Dusker militia, right?
Yeah, we've been asked to put down an insurrection. Some sort of internal disagreement.
Dusker is divided. Some seek peace with Fargus. Others reject it.
Things have been getting better between our two lands of late, but there are still plenty of folks who can't let the old grudges go.
Hey, I get it. A lot of these people lost everything.
His Majesty still seeks to make amends. He's come here for speeches countless times. Our activities today are part of that effort.
Well, you still seem awfully gloomy if that's all this is. I mean, I get that this is a place where important folks died, but that's not exactly unusual, you know?
There's more. The leader of this insurrection aided the people who killed the late king all those years ago. So, we're not just here to put down some random rioters. Our real task is to arrest the leader and bring him back to Ferdiad.
That man played a key role in the tragedy of Dusker. And he's responsible for Glenn's death.
Wait, hold on. This guy's from Dusker, right? I thought they had nothing to do with all that.
The vast majority did not.
But a few did, even if they weren't the brains behind the whole thing. We always knew some from Dusker were involved, as guides, if nothing else. And the Boar has been working with Dusker's leadership to find out who they were.
Sounds like the word got out. But still, inciting a rebellion seems like a pretty last-ditch effort to avoid justice.
Will you be able to stay your hand, Ingrid?
I will honor His Majesty's wishes. This leader has information we need, so we have to take him alive. No matter how much I may want to do otherwise. We'll uncover the truth and punish whoever is guilty. That will have to suffice as my revenge.
I think there are a lot of people who'd like a crack at this guy. Which is why we're here and a certain someone isn't.
His Majesty placed faith in us. We can't let him down.
Right. Don't worry. Once the battle starts, we won't have time to feel sorry for ourselves.
Come on, let's get this show on the road already.
We must help. Let's begin. It's time to move.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Begin the operation. Our orders are...
Our allies. Permit no casualties.
So they want to keep us out? Fine. We'll just cut our way through.
No killing. It will only complicate things.
You think I don't know that? I'll not falter.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Begin the operation. Our orders are... Our allies are under attack just through here. We have to hurry.
Grant them no mercy. I got this!
Let us take this stronghold. Out of the way. I've got you now.
Be careful. These woods are dense.
You certainly know the terrain. Did you live around here?
My hometown is near these woods. The same woods where the late king met his end.
Oh. I didn't know.
Fog, it's rats. Always sticking their noses where they don't belong.
They're going to be trouble. And we still have allies under attack.
Enemy down.
Let's do this!
We can always depend on your strength.
Not yet!
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Let's begin. It's time to move. Let's begin. It's time.
This is where Lambert died. And my brother as well.
Do not dwell on old wounds. Come.
our old home, did you?
Your concern is unnecessary. But thank you.
I like a touching moment as much as the next guy, but we're in the middle of a battle here. Stay focused. I get why they hate us, but what sense is there in fighting their own people?
It seems that wasn't the general we were after. Come, let us go. There's still others who need our help.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
Begin the op. Our orders are clear.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Grant them no mercy.
Now's our chance. Attack!
It's not over.
Dusker has all sorts of people, good and bad.
That's pretty much the way of the world.
I owe you for that. Thank you, my friends from Fargus.
Don't mention it. Now get out of here and find somewhere safe to hide.
You come for me, huh? Well, bring it on. I'll kill the lot of you.
This is the one we're at.
Oh, the text is transparent. Oh, that's a lot of E's. Hi,
do what I can.
Dash.
It's worth a
Thank you
shot.
for the subby
Begin the
subs.
operation.
Pat your head. I didn't mean the butt. 50 E's. You're home in here. And I'm playing Fire Emblem instead of doing other things. You're fine, Roses. I'm sorry. Where I hide. The sheepy hide.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Remember, we need him alive.
Oh, good.
Surprised the boss sent you with us, Ingrid. I'd have thought he'd keep you as far away from this as possible.
This assignment was my request. I seek to put the past behind me once and for all.
I just found a PP that killed Glenn.
On to the next one.
There's that mercenary flair.
Come here to crush Dusker under your boots once more, have you?
You have no right to say that.
Elephant. PP.
What are you gonna do to me?
Oh, maybe
come
I
to
should have
Furiat
used
and answer
Felix
some
or Ingrid
questions.
for
Take him away.
lore instead of Ches. Oh well. How did I only get A for that? What the heck? I punched a lot of people. Oh, Ingrid is like
That's
super underleveled.
Hey, a new...
Where did the fish come from? That's I'm randomly finding the fish everywhere.
This
Fishies
was a long
everywhere.
time coming, and a fine result, seeing as we suffered no needless casualties.
I guess so. Still, I wonder why our target chose to take part in the tragedy of Dusker in the first place.
Fish.
That kind of decision's not arrived at lightly. There must be some reason we haven't considered yet. I mean, maybe he honestly thought he was fighting for Dusker's future.
And he went about it the wrong way.
Whatever the reason, there's no need to speculate.
Agreed. His Majesty will suss it out.
More like he'll beat him up.
Yes, let's put our faith in him. But for now, we should tell the citizens of Dusker about what transpired today.
Wait. I must make a brief stop.
Oh? Where?
A lake deep in the forest, where a field of flowers once grew. The area was trampled by the kingdom's army some time back.
Aw.
I want to see if it is recovered.
I could use some flowers in my life right about now. And who knows the next time we'll be coming this way again. Mind if I join you?
Please do.
Count me in too. Felix?
I don't really care about that stuff, but sure. Still, we've got a lot to do, so let's make it quick.
Oh, how lovely. I can't believe a place like this is hidden away in the forest.
I often came here with my sister. I am glad to see it somewhat recovered.
Somewhat? You mean it used to be even more beautiful than this?
Indeed.
Wow. I'd love to see it in all its glory someday. King Lambert died near this spot, right? I wonder if Glenn ever saw this place.
I think it likely. When things settle in Dusker, this field should also return to form. We should come back then, to see the field as he did.
Yes, we should.
You sure you just want to hang back, Felix? This is really something. Might be good to, you know, take in the scenery. Maybe think about your brother.
No thanks. Remembering the past is important, but the present gives me all the direction I need. Namely, the duty to protect the same things Glenn did before me.
You mean Dimitri?
More or less. My brother gave everything to protect him, but only because he was protecting the future of Fargus itself. Which that fool will probably try to shoulder all on his own. So I guess they're pretty much the same thing at this point. Anyway, keep that to yourself. And don't you dare tell the board.
Shout it out to the world. Ah. I don't need to shout it out to the world when everybody but Dimitri sees it.
Sure thing.
Good. You know, I don't really care much for flowers, but this isn't so bad.
Yay. That's sad, you're sad. Ah. I just started this chapter. Oh, that's funny. That is a lot. It is
Have to do my best.
quite the handful.
For House
Eek.
Feldarius.
I can fight as well.
Oh, everybody's kind of underleveled for this. It's fine.
Follow my lead. I'll do whatever I have to.
I'll handle this.
Allow me. I can't afford to fall behind either.
Yee. Oh, quarter time, apparently. Also forehead time. Where's the base captain come from? That's funny.
It seems we'll need to shore up its defenses. By my honor! I will fulfill my duty!
You go on to bed, Roses.
Prepare yourself!
And
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Prepare yourself! Prepare yourself! Surrenders!
oh, in the corner again.
How can I face my comrades after this?
Running away is our only option.
Surrender!
I like how Rodrigo just puts everybody in the corner.
You shall pay for this. You hear?
You go that way, so go around. So
Begin the op. Our orders are clear.
I'll do my best.
where's this messenger? Oh, well, that's a
I'm a
thief.
little nervous about this.
Let's get started.
Is that them? Meow.
By my honor! I will fulfill my duty!
fucking missed.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Now, who will be facing me next?
I just can't look away when you fight, Rodrigue.
But that's bullshit.
In a bad spot.
You're fine. Don't be
I'm dragging
PP.
the others down.
How can I face my comrades after this?
Very carefully.
By my honor, I will fulfill my duty.
I'm dragging the others down.
This doesn't look good. Please, I need help.
I'm all right, I think.
You shall pay for this, you hear?
By my honor, I will fulfill my duty. Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands. By my honor, I will fulfill my duty.
Okay, so.
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Again?
This should do.
We shall attack together.
Let's take it for ourselves.
I've brought this stronghold to its knees.
Oop, wrong way.
By my honor, I will fulfill my duty.
Blood of the hero Fraldarius flows through my veins. I fight to bring honor to that name.
Oh, corner time.
Talent on our side.
What do you mean, yeah, right, bitch?
I really did it.
Get back in the corner. Yay.
We won. I'm still not quite used to saying that yet.
Oh, Ash. Did we get fish?
I hope I...
I'm ever
Aw, no fish. No fishies this time.
I have a message, Your Majesty. The Imperial Army has begun an assault on former Arendelle territory.
Of course they have.
They've caught on to us.
And? How does Arendelle fare? The force we sent to bolster their defenses still holds the castle, but they're under considerable pressure. They may not hold out much longer.
that bad, huh? Could they have planted spies in our midst at the fortress?
Even were that the case, this would be an odd turn of events. We left sizable reserves guarding both Aryan Road and Arendelle. Under those circumstances, Felix's unit alone would seem enough to keep the enemy at bay. But this enemy marches under the flag of the Black Eagles. They appear to be the Emperor's personal battalion.
Oh.
Edelgard's trying to seize Aryan Road personally?
The Emperor has panache, I'll give her that. It takes some real guts to confront the Kingdom and Alliance simultaneously. If you ask me, it feels like quite a roll of the dice for us to keep focusing on the West, while the Imperial threat marches towards us unchecked.
Fuck. I don't know.
We need to go help Aryan Road. If we don't ride out soon, the fortress could fall.
Now, wait just a minute. What becomes of the uprising in the West if we do that? Of course, we can't turn a blind eye to the Empire's attack either. But taking the sword to these insurrectionists must be our top priority.
Indeed. Considering the relative urgencies of both situations, the trouble in the West takes precedence. That said, the thought of Aryan Road falling into her hands is a difficult one to stomach.
Send forth the Knights of Seros, then. We may be few in number, but even a small force can be all the difference when defending a siege. And given the debt we owe you, the Archbishop will surely not refuse you this favor.
Thank you, Sedith. I'll send an envoy to her at once. Go to Lady Rhea and request reinforcements from the knights at both Arendelle and Aryan Road. Tell her, if Arendelle proves too difficult to pacify, her knights should not hesitate to abandon it. If such an eventuality comes, they're to fall back to Aryan Road and hold the fortress with the others. Understood? Yes, Your Majesty!
We don't have time to be sitting on our hands either. Let's hurry up and end this rebellion.
Right you are. There's not a moment to waste. We'll begin our war council at once.
Bang! Bang! It seems the residents fled somewhere that left some useful items behind. Yas! The enemy has already retreated from here. Some useful items have been left behind. You heard a scream pierce the air. Hello?
I can do this.
Oh my,
Who, me?
I got so many
Fine.
bubbles.
What's the plan?
I got so many bubbles.
Then I'll be off.
We won't lose.
Everyone, to arms!
My turn.
We fight for Vegas!
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
Here goes. Yeah, I got it.
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave everything.
Moment.
Okay, but I'm not doing any extra work.
It's not over. To my might. Walk through! Stand down!
A blue tot.
I'm fine. Really. So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
Oh, play with fire? Okay.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Looks like we got a live one. Time to get in there and fight.
Of course.
You have us overpowered.
Right. What?
You will not step aside.
Hello, friends.
Too hard, Your Majesty. I should really take my own advice.
Yeah, you should. And that can't talk because she does the same thing.
Can't let it end like this.
There's a microphone there.
I will give it my all.
Huh.
We must.
There we go, that's better. Can't catch me. Y'all are missing. Yum.
I'm utterly exhausted.
Well, if Happy wouldn't stand in front of it, she'd be fine. It's okay, DD to the rescue.
First step toward our new future. I can't.
Oh, still no fish! Where did all the fish go? Blech. Facility.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
That the only
Let me
one?
know if I may be of further service.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Supplies all the way down here.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Fish.
Everything has its use.
Oops. Actually, it's storehouse I need? Okay. Magic, Mercy. That. Miracle Bean. Okay, so resistant. HP. Oh yeah. New blacksmith.
Hey there. Need something?
Killer weapons.
Is this it? Is this it?
+1 feels bad. Oh, that's what I need the Umbral Steel for, I suppose.
Is this it?
Bum, bum.
Is this it?
Dun, 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 dun.
Is this it? See you around.
Guess who ran out of money again? This is not.
I carry a little of everything here. Hope to see you again soon.
Oh. Oh wait. New dialogue.
A moment.
I've already dispatched Catherine and our finest knights to Arian Road. The one leading the kingdom's forces, Miklon, seems a talented man. I'm sure he can weather the Empire's assault for the time being. That said, we can ill afford excessive deliberation. We must do something about this internal conflict with all possible haste. I suppose I'll let Miklon live for now. Should be flaying. Wow. Oh, Sylvain.
Let's see.
There won't be much chance of victory against the Empire's personal guard. They'll probably retake Ariandel territory before long. The Knights of Saros and my brother's forces are preparing to try and hold the fort during the siege. And if they're to have any chance of succeeding, they'll need a supporting army, meeting outside reinforcements.
Not good.
I'm still feeling uneasy, even though we're the ones going to help. The Empire has way more soldiers. It'll be fine. Well, we do have a smaller number of troops, but I don't think the difference is insurmountable. The focus we've got covering the siege are the cream of the crop. Plus, the kingdom's got access to heroes' relics. Suppose you're right about all that, but we'll be prepping to fight. We'll be prepping to fight the Western nobles after this. That battle will inevitably cost us. After it's over, we'll need to keep some troops in the west. I'll try to speak to my father again. Can't hurt to ask.
Let's do this then.
It looks like the String forces have backed off for now, so I imagine my father will consider sending reinforcements. Probably. Here you go.
Whoa, are you sure?
Yes, take it. I just saw Felix. Distracted.
It's you. I wonder. It's much a.
Good boy. Now come with me.
I'm sure Dedu wouldn't mind, as long as you are the one accompanying me.
I'll be back.
Of course, I'd be delighted. What a lovely place.
Oh. You get a flower.
Did you know this particular species of flower is edible?
Why do you know that?
I prefer not to name my horses if I can avoid it. Growing attached only makes their deaths more painful.
Well, you can't just call it you.
Correct. I owe them my thanks and more. I would not be king were it not for the support of my friends. Now then. At times, I feel there must be some purpose to the strength I was born bearing. I see.
Can you tell I've played Azure Moon like 4 times?
I have had much to attend to of late. The fatigue has surely begun to show. I used to swim in full armor as part of my combat training. I'd prefer not to remember the experience. Ah. I hope you're well. What is it? What is it? What is it? I hope you're well. Ah, it's you. I used to swim in full armor.
You just said that.
Ah.
No sad.
How Ridiculous. What?
His eyes.
I used to swim in full armor.
This is the third time you said that, sir.
Thank you.
I'll do my best.
I can depart at once.
Send a flower to battle and watch it bloom.
None shall stand in my path.
Good luck, everyone. We have to strengthen our defenses. Shall we? I'll provide assistance. Leave this one to me.
Shall we? I must succeed.
Begin the Our orders are. The situation is not in our favor. Let us proceed with caution. And off we go.
Where is the summoner?
Taste more bitter than blackest coffee.
Success.
Could someone help me? I'll take on anyone. I can do this. Apologies.
I can endure. But for how much longer?
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
Sorry, but I gotta fall back.
Directive fulfilled. Shall we?
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Shall we? I must
I'm bleeding all over the place!
That should do it.
This will really demoralize our enemies.
It's not over.
Take on anyone!
It's not over.
I can do this! Apologies. Once I'm on stage, I won't leave until I've seen my performance through. I'll have to try even harder to keep up.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
By my command, march! I could do with some reinforcements.
Bend the knee. This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
We can ill afford defeat here.
I can do this. Apologies.
We cannot allow the battle to continue trending this way.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
We'll give you a hand.
Impressive, yes. But I prefer the roar of a crowd to any honors in battle.
I could not be more proud to fight beside you.
Apologies. This should do it. One step closer to victory. This is my stage.
Let's do this!
Well done, everyone. That was a harsh battle.
I'm getting better. I hope I... I'm getting better.
We met up with an allied army and moved full of
I see.
supplies. Things are going well right now and we have extra supplies. Take whatever you want. The craftspeople are talking excitedly. Business seems to be going well.
Well?
I've tapped into a nice vein of ore. I'll give you a discount if you want to buy anything. A fleeing refugee gave you their surplus goods. The townspeople are gossiping. You decide to listen in.
Come to think of it,
I heard from someone who came from the Elador territory that magic exploded from a weird pillar and destroyed the nearby village. Sounds like the enemy possesses a powerful magical weapon. It may be good to send a scout to investigate. Yay. Oops.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
If you say so.
Time to work you into shape.
No, I need to unlock stuff for people to master.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Item shop.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Greetings. Blast! Welcome! Is that the one? Nothing but the best for you. Come back soon.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Another tool.
Diddy.
Well,
You can't do the job?
My interest.
This is a wait. I'm just glad we finished. Only thorns.
I'm getting better.
I still have... Oh, this is...
How can I bet? Training can be. Can't wait to see how you do.
Same. Oopsies. Okay.
Then I will be off.
I'll cut them all down.
Who, me? Fine. What's the plan?
We will all return alive. Everyone.
Shall we? I must succeed.
Here goes. Yeah, I got it.
We will proceed as planned. We must move out.
Stand
We
down.
will overrun them.
Okay, but I'm not
doing any extra work. I guess we'll attack here.
Amusing.
All too easy.
Was that all? Move out! Give it up! We will proceed as planned. We must... You shall pay for this, you hear? On to the next then. No, not yet. Give it up.
This victory's mine.
Sorry, but I gotta fall back.
My work here is done. Shall we? I must bring it down quickly. This belongs to us.
Please find it in your heart to help me.
No, not yet. Allow me to help you. I can hold my own in the fight.
Just wait.
Give it up.
Only an actual challenge.
Wow, you're like a force of nature out there.
This'll be your grave.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
This is... We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Shall we? I must succeed.
Here goes. Yeah.
Not yet the time for celebration.
I'm utterly
defenses.
Who do you think I am?
You are in fine form.
Hope this helps.
Let's do this! I'll cut you down!
This will make a fine foothold.
We won't lose, no matter what.
Bring me an actual challenge.
You by my side. We will carve a path toward a new future for Father.
I can endure it. But for how much longer?
How can I face my comrades after this?
Directive fulfilled.
This will be your grave! Give it up!
Pathetic!
Good enough?
That fell on my head.
Predictable outcome.
Yeah, it's Felix.
That's nice.
I will not.
I can... I need... Got to give this a try sometime.
Fish! Found the fish. Some off-duty soldiers are having a feast. You decide to take a break and join them. Do not neglect to spend time with your troops and fellow soldiers. The more you interact with them, the stronger your bonds will be. You come across a camp that seems to have been abandoned by a caravan of merchants. You found some useful items. Yay. You cannot dodge during this battle? What? Rude. Wood. Wood. So wood. Pee-pee. Beep, beep.
I'll do what I need to.
land of home.
Come on, let's go. I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Shall we? I must stand down. Let's crush their formation.
You can count on me.
Oh my god, I hate that.
Secure the area. Too easy.
This will be your grave! Give it up! I got this! Let's move!
Taste more bitter than black as coffee.
I have finished with great success.
Pathetic. Who's next?
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me. If you can do it, I can also do it. The enemy's stronghold will be ours.
Is that all we've got?
I'll do my best. I'll back them up.
Directive fulfilled.
Give it up. Don't let the stronghold fall. To your posts, everyone. Bring me an actual challenge.
Even the toughest armies would tremble before you, Phoenix. You're like the legendary swordsman Kaifon reborn.
Nash, please.
Hope this helps.
I can endure. But for how much longer?
You'll be fine.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Yeah, you are.
Bring it down! I'll cut you down!
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough. I've secured the area.
I almost feel sorry for them.
This will be your grave. Too slow.
Pathetic. Too easy.
Let us begin our advance.
Weak.
Exemplary.
I know things are tough, but we can't afford to lose hope.
Take it down in one fell swoop.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Shall we? I must succeed.
This will be your grave.
Stop that!
This will be your grave. Too slow.
Pathetic. I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous.
This will be your grave.
I feel like a red mage without displacement should like running away now.
actual challenge.
Look how you command the battlefield. The spirits are smiling on you.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
All done. What is the next order?
And
Success.
Give it up!
oh, I missed. And look.
Oh, too easy.
Begin. The sky.
This will be your grave.
Pathetic.
Fine.
Each win brings us closer to our goal.
I will not per-
Bish. Three fishies.
Understood.
I can do this.
I can depart at once.
I can fight as well.
There's too much at stake for failure. I will never falter.
Allow me.
Now, onward!
My turn.
Onward to victory.
They are relying on me. Are you prepared? They are relying on me.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
Let's begin. It's time.
Are you prepared?
my comrades after this. Grant them no mercy.
You leave me no choice. I must do this. They are relying on me.
Is that all we've got?
Are you prepared? They are relying on me. Are you prepared?
This is all my fault. Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Shall we? Let's give it.
Time to make a name for ourselves.
That was much easier than expected. That was wonderful. They are relying on me. Are you prepared? They are relying on me. Are you prepared? They are relying on me. It is over. I must tend to the wounded at once. How can I...
There was a nun who was once very famous. You asked her to join your army, but she refused. No thank you. I find myself more suited to this lifestyle. Simply allow me to pray for your safety. Res 21, 17. A mysterious monk seen loitering around approaches you for a conversation.
I see.
May the blessings of the goddess be upon you. Please, take one of these. You arrived at the designated rendezvous point, and your army support unit joined the troops. 1,000 apologies for being late. We'll make it up. We'll make it up on the battlefield. We promise.
Indeed.
Defense should be much easier with them on our side. I'll think of the best way to make use of them. This house belongs to civilians who are trying to evacuate. They've agreed to a deal.
What you think?
Do you have one more of this? I'll trade you for something good. Yes. I don't know why you need an arcane crystal, but you know, there you go.
to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
That felt good. Let's do it again.
No.
Oh, this is good.
How can I best...
I'll be able to help.
Time to work you in. Can't wait to see how you do. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor...
Cooking hard.
Wait, for me? Great. I love this stuff.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Hey there, Petra. Off to train? I'll join you.
That would give me much joy. An opponent with toughness will keep me upon my toes.
You mean me? Nah, you're way tougher than I am. Also, aren't you a queen now? I didn't realize dawn to dusk training was part of the Brigid Royal Regimen.
I have not become queen yet. But there is an understanding that it will happen. And yes, in Brigid, royalty must have knowledge of fighting. I mean, we must know how to fight. To be leading our people, a ruler must have more strength than any other. They must be the hardest to kill. My people are expecting this of me.
So it's the toughest person calling the shots, huh? I love it. What could possibly go wrong?
This is how it is meant to be working. But such things do not always go with smoothness. Mercenaries are always seeking strength too, correct?
That's true. A merc lives and dies by the sword.
Yep.
If you're not better than the next opponent you face, they'll be the last one you face.
Yes, dying is without productivity. But it gives me surprise that you do not avoid jobs of danger. A queen must be facing any wolf who comes to her door. But you can have pickiness when selecting fights.
Depends on how much food you can put on the table that week. Most of us mercs barely scrape by hand to mouth. End of the day, it's just business. Some mercs will take the coin and blow town, and some employers are more than happy to hang us all out to dry. I guess you don't have a lot of sellswords in Brigid, huh?
Correct. We do not require the selling of swords. In Brigid, everyone is a hunter. Everyone is a fisher. Everyone is a warrior. There is no need to be hiring, or to be hired.
That sounds incredible. In a place like that, nobody'd have to risk their life just to get a bite to eat.
Your words give me great happiness. I will always be full of pride for Brigid.
Aww. So Felix can talk to Dew and Ash. And a net. Okay. I did it again. You have to get an S in this one. Mercenaries routed, okay.
There's too much at stake for failure.
Advanced.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
I will give it my all. Please support them. Shall we? Shall we? Let's... Allow me. Oh,
I'm going.
I shall do my very best.
You'll be sorry. Give in.
Is it?
You know what they say about playing with fire.
No use fighting a losing battle.
This is now.
Shall we? Let's give...
You shall pay for this. You hear? Somebody help me! It's not over.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
This ends now.
This isn't looking so good. Still here. Someone help me!
I'm coming, 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 I'm coming,
Knowing
I'm
when to
coming, I'm
retreat
coming.
is a vital strategy.
So, what's next? Shall we? give it a shot.
You'll be sorry. Give in.
I won't ever forget your kindness.
Shall we? Let's give...
Let's fight as one.
I've been of some use.
I can tell where your strength comes from. Fighting for the people you care about.
Looks like that's it for us.
Now...
Begin the operation. Our order then. What next?
It's not over.
Could someone help me? I'm glad that went well.
Oh boy.
Our time has finally come.
I know who you are. No, she certainly does not fucking look at Garthen. For some reason.
For His Majesty.
Yeet!
The area is ours. I can't stop now.
A striking display.
This ends now.
Never.
You'll be sorry. Give in.
Feel it, pee-pee.
And now, our next task begins.
I feel...
This strength. A decent. No.
Killer Tome. You meet a retired veteran warrior. You invited them to join your army, but they refused. Sorry, but I'm too old for the battlefield. Let me teach you what I know instead. Level for axes would be... You came across a wounded traveling blacksmith, treated his injuries, and escorted him to your camp.
Right.
Thanks, you saved my life. Once I'm all recovered, I'd be happy to do some work for you. Yay! Your army is securing the surrounding roads and amassing resources. Your soldiers recovered these. Please use them to fortify our army. LARP. Defeat the snipper.
Then I'll be off.
I won't fail.
If that's what you want.
We will all return alive.
Nee.
This battle. We will proceed as... We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make sure...
Is one ready to afford to lose. I am counting on every one of you to help me see it through to the end. We're with you all the way. Stand tall.
Let us claim victory and finish this once and for all.
Give them no mercy.
Beep beep.
This will be your grave. Yeah, right.
I've secured the area.
What's next? I'm waiting. You shall pay for this. You hear? This is not yet the time for celebration.
The shield of Fargus, indeed.
Oh, too easy.
Heal still.
Hope this helps.
He worked hard on it, and then Felix is just like... Wrong way, wrong way.
secured the area.
Side. We will carve a path toward a new future for Faris.
Nerd.
Oh, too easy.
This will be your grave. Give it up.
And sucks.
We must leave the front lines for a short while.
No way we can lose!
Hope this helps.
We will proceed as planned. We must struck.
Hear you loud and clear. Come on, let's hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
Witness our valiant efforts.
Chances are slim.
I got this.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
We will proceed as planned. We must.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
Let us never stop moving forward.
Don't tire yourself out, Thor.
You shall pay for this. You hear?
This will be your grave.
Pathetic.
I'm not sure I can hold this opponent back.
You're fine. Just gotta kill every last one of them.
We can't let it end like this.
I hope it was enough.
Blue spoopy juice!
Looks like we got a live one. Time
to get in there and fight.
No, you can't.
So, it's over.
Yeah.
Can't let my... I need... I think I'm getting...
I see. Then the regicide of our late King Lambert was orchestrated by none other than you and your accomplices here, Viscount Mateus. What's more, you had the audacity to pin the blame for your crime onto the innocent people of Duscar.
We did what we believed to be right, and we still believe it so. I bear neither shame nor regret for our actions.
Our hand was forced, Baron. We took no pleasure in the deed. But we could not lie down and allow Lambert to trample over us with his tyrannical policies.
His beloved Eastern lords may have submitted with naught but a whimper, knowing full well that they would always have the favor of the king. But we in the West refuse to play his game. It's as simple as that.
I understand the situation you found yourself in, but I fail to see the righteousness or necessity in the measures you chose. Of course, aspects of Lambert's reign troubled me as well. Yet one can never predict what may lie on the other side of a violent, radical revolution. With that understanding in mind, I decided to obey the late king's wishes. If you took issue with his policy, you should have made a formal protest. Surely a dialogue is a more preferable outcome to cold-blooded murder.
Any protest we made would never have drowned out the chorus of his blind devotees.
Wrong. His Majesty would have listened had you only explained your troubles. I'm sure of it. Instead, you cast aside your duties as his retainers, crawled into a fetid bed with the Empire, and ended his life like the base cowards you are.
Oh, damn.
Well, the time has come to face judgment for your sins.
Go, Uncle Dominic.
My. Do you really think yourself so different from them, dear Baron?
Cornelia, you scheming wretch.
Gonna kill her again.
Judgment for your sins? Do you think this is one of that decrepit church's tired old parables? Sorry, but you're part of this now, trapped here like the rest of us. So be a good little boy and do your part in sowing chaos in Fargus and the rest of Fodlan while you're at it.
Gonna kill her. Just gonna kill her. Babe. No. Straight here. Yeah.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. me know if I may be of further service.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it?
The what-a? Huh. Interesting. Don't I have a killer bow somewhere? Oh.
Is this it? 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 See you around.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Sir? Hmm. The enemy has already retreated from here. Some useful items have been left behind. At the enemy already.
I can do this. I can do this.
I'm ready.
For House Fraldarius.
Good luck, everyone. The goddess will watch over us.
We will win. I am sure of it.
I'm dragging the others down.
No backing down!
Time to make a name for ourselves.
No, we can't lose hope yet. Okay, where to next?
You're really giving it your all, Annie. I'll need to do the same if I want to keep up.
This doesn't look good.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
We must act now, before the worry sets in. Let us...
Please, I need help.
Thank you very much.
I'm tougher than you think.
I'll show you no mercy!
emerged victorious this time. Now come, let's prepare for the next battle. I cannot.
I'll use. I'll be able to help.
You met a girl in the farming village. She says her mother is ill and cannot get out of bed. Please say my mother. They only say healing magic can cure her.
Good luck, everyone. Let's go, everyone.
Let me at 'em.
I'm
I'll
sure
handle
we'll
this.
win.
I'll do what I can.
me of Count Galatea, when he still had the vigor of youth, spurring him on.
We would never have achieved victory without everyone's help.
Joey.
Yes.
Button you. You decided to camp in the forest. You entrusted 2 of your allies with keeping watch during the night. Yay.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Gustav, Annette, the success of this plan lies on your shoulders.
We've got this, Your Majesty. I swear, we'll make my uncle see the light.
You sure about this, Dimitri? I probably shouldn't be saying this in front of the Baron's relatives, but the Western Lords could end up convincing Baron Dominic to lead them once more. Killing him now could spare us a storm of grief later.
It would be quicker, I'll admit that. But convincing him to join our cause will pay dividends later on. I'm sure of it.
Not to mention that the Baron's eldest son possesses a crest of his own. Even if the father falls, what's to stop the other lords from promoting his heir as their standard bearer?
That's exactly why I'd rather this end with Baron Dominic as an ally, not a corpse. But first, we'll need to whittle down the armies of the other Western lords. Only then can we seek an opportunity to reach him.
Dimitri, we should get moving.
Right you are. Our numbers in this battle will be few. Much of our army is off defending Aryan Road from the Empire. In other words, this fight shall not be an easy one. But we cannot afford to fail. And I will need all of your help to ensure we do not.
I wonder what the Dimitri of a few months ago would say if he could hear you now. For what it's worth, I like this version of you better. You seem more at ease.
At ease, hmm? Yes. Perhaps I am.
Look at you go, actually making friends. I can tell this has been quite a fulfilling time for you. Not to say I'm not pleased myself. I only hope you haven't forgotten your true purpose among all this camaraderie.
The Ashen Demon.
If you ever hope to reach the highest of heights, you need a powerful aspiration driving you forward. You know, When we first met, I was struck by the undeniable might of your will. Such strength laid bare the tremendous potential you hold for growth. But if you lose sight of your driving purpose, the growth I hope so dearly for you may not, in fact, come to pass.
Hey, Arvel.
Yes?
Don't you think you're getting a bit too obsessed with this little grudge match?
Maybe so. Though I don't believe that's all there is to it.
And my purpose? Why can't we just say it's fighting for Dimitri and call it a day? Right now, that's just as important to me as surpassing the Ashen Demon. Maybe even more so. Arvel, out with it.
I suppose it just feels like our destiny. Like it's something we're meant to do.
Viscount Matei.
We must act now, before the worry sets in.
I'll back you up.
We must strive to perform to the...
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
We must act now. Let us see what we can do.
Eus, Viscount Elidor, they sure aren't holding anyone back. But where's my uncle in all of this?
I've got you now.
As we discussed, we will focus our efforts on persuading the Baron to join our cause and chip away at the others en route.
We march together. I will make my brother see reason if it is the last thing I do.
With all the progress we've made, the Western Lords are probably feeling the heat pretty hard. I bet he'll be receptive.
We won't have much hope of persuading the Baron without you, Gustav. Stay vigilant.
Such foolishness. Now, show them the price of their folly.
There are likely more awaiting us elsewhere as well. Stay vigilant.
Stay out of my way. Nobody's stopping me from reaching my uncle.
Continue onward.
so long as we stand together. Fine work indeed. I can see why His Majesty has placed his trust in you.
It's not over. That should do it. Let's keep moving, Gustav.
We did it! All that's left is to convince my uncle.
I must speak with you, my brother. Please.
Gustav, how did you break through?
So you mean to sway our precious Baron Dominic to your cause? Well, I won't allow it.
There are so many of them. We can't let them reach my father.
Surely you see the Western Lords have no hope of winning this fight, my brother. But together, we can put an end to that seductress.
Yet if I join you, we should fail. What becomes of us then? What becomes of the citizens of my barony?
Lambert died by Cornelia's hand. And she is who you choose to side with?
The decision was not one I took lightly, but I have a responsibility to keep my people safe. However, my heart lies not in this fight. If you can promise victory, then I will join you.
Thank you, my brother. You will not regret this decision.
With my uncle on our side, we've got nothing to be afraid of.
I've got you now! So this is the sting of betrayal, Allow me to put you in your place. Oh, my dear Titanus, hunt these beasts down.
We cannot afford to lose the Baron after all we've done to secure his cooperation. We must defeat the Western Lords and see him safe.
Your Majesty, the Western Lords,
No words can spare you now. You may plead your case to my father, beyond the veil of death.
But how? Cornelia said we would win this handily.
If they're working with Cornelia, then were the Western Lords involved in the tragedy?
Justice lies with us. I feel no shame for what we've done.
Why must so many die for the sake of your so-called justice?
Another one of Cornelius' weapons? Damage will be immeasurable if such a monstrosity is let loose. Such powerful attacks. Conventional tactics will not serve us much good.
We must act now, before the worry sets in.
This is just the beginning.
I feel there's little I can't handle with you by my side.
I've got you now.
Tennis! How? If I had only reinforced its shell further!
Shall we? Let's give it a Thank you very much.
Witch. She had that in her back pocket this whole time?
Our knowledge runs far deeper than you barbarians could ever hope to understand.
And that's the last of the reinforcements. Things should be a little calmer now.
Let us march, my brother. We can reach Cornelia via the drawbridge to the east.
How dare you? Let's see how you like a taste of the Vistum's power.
What is this?
Those are the same weapons we fought back in Ferdiad. There must be a way to shut them down somewhere nearby.
I don't know what's up with those soldiers, but they're going after the Baron. As if we'll let them. We've already seen those weapons back in Ferdiad. We know what to do. This may not likely attack us. It will at least lessen their impact.
I'll give it 1,000%.
going to...
You are too kind.
There are the controls. We should capture the stronghold first, though.
All right, time to shut this thing down.
Whew, that was close. Let's go, Uncle.
Can't you just be good little rats and die like you're supposed to?
They just don't stop coming. Come on, let's take them out.
Hear me well! Lower this drawbridge at once!
Is that Baron Dominic? Yes, my lord, right away!
Thank you, Uncle. Just a little bit further now.
I won't give up. So, come. You shall not break through.
We don't have time for this. What's your call, boar?
Forgive the delay, Warrior King of Fargus. Allow us to join the fray.
Come! I will not forget his kindness. All units, forward! Support from Dusker? Tricks? What do we do now?
Calm yourself, bro. We still have plenty of cards up our sleeve.
More of those weapons. We'll never reach that witch now.
Let us help you. We'll shut those things down.
Calling for reinforcements, are you? How rude. I suppose it's time for the Western Knights to make their appearance.
The enemy will reclaim those weapons should the warriors from Dusker fall. We must bolster their defenses.
Wow. I have a lot to learn from you. These weapons continue to amaze me, no matter how many times we fight them. They're like nothing I've ever seen before. That's one down. Let's get a move on to the next one. Out of the way!
Cornelia get these weapons anyway?
I'll handle this.
Let me at him. Allow me. Grant me strength, dear goddess. This is it. Are you ready? Maybe this. Please retreat. Sorry.
We fought off the enemy reinforcements, but we must stay vigilant. Those guarding the weapons cannot be defeated.
Please retreat. Yes, this should help.
Thanks. Seize this moment.
Sorry.
Let me at
That's
him.
that
Allow
then.
me.
On to Cornelia.
Take a breather.
Clever little vermin, aren't they? I'll need some time to reactivate the Viscum. I trust you know what to do, Count.
Yes, of course. I suppose that means I'll be going out there.
Eldro himself is joining this battle, We will proceed as planned. We must strive.
Shall we?
We must act now, before the worry set. Let us see what we...
Now is not. Do what you must to protect those controls.
Worry not, King of Fargus. We will not let the controls fall into enemy hands.
We cannot let them reclaim those weapons. Do not allow the enemy near the strongholds.
Send help to the Dusker soldiers. They need assistance controlling those strongholds.
Majesty. Count Rowe. You never do shy away from treason.
We will be counting on you.
By time, she says. But how does she expect me to do so? I'm no fighter. Cornelia! Help me!
Why would she come to your aid now? You truly don't realize who you've allied with, do you? We've managed to fight them off for now. Nicely done, everyone.
I don't understand. Where did I go wrong?
Enough of this, Cornelia. None remain who can shield you from our vengeance.
I'd hoped to keep my hands clean, but it seems there's nothing for it. Entertain me, boy.
escape from me this time, I assure you.
You Kingdom dogs are good at giving chase, I must admit.
It's only us in turn now. But keep your heads on straight. Watch out for those weapons.
My, what a fascinating power you wield. Where did you get it?
I don't answer to you, but I'd be glad to give you a closer look.
I will ask you again, why did you slaughter them? You don't want to greet death yourself. I suggest you speak true.
So it's a motive you see, How about because I felt like it. Out of soldiers already. I told Tallis I needed more than this.
Not much further. Everyone, together!
I lose? Curse this feeble flesh!
Seize the witch. It's time she told us the truth.
What a horrible way to treat a saint.
Your mages have met their end, Cornelia. And soon, so will you. You cannot warp yourself out of this. Now let me ask you again. What became of my stepmother? Does she yet live?
No, long dead, I'm afraid. She killed the husband who kept her from the sweet little daughter she loved so dearly, only to lose her own life at that same daughter's hand.
You can't mean...
Didn't I already tell you? Your stepsister has the answers. So this body has reached its end. How pitifully frail you all are.
I've got this. I'm not.
I hope I can be more.
I'm ever...
A large step.
I won't let... Yeah, no. Hey, I'll be able to help you.
The more I'm capable...
How can I bet... If I seek the truth, I'll have to retrieve it from the Emperor herself. Cornelia said as much before her spirit left this realm. Only a fool would take that temptress at her word. But I do believe there is truth to her claim. Edelgard knows something. The Empire was surely involved in my father's death. And perhaps she was as well.
Hold on, Boar. You owe us all an explanation here. The Emperor is your stepsister?
My apologies. I suppose I never mentioned it.
So if I've got this straight, after you were born, your dad got remarried to her mom?
Correct. Though the truth of my stepmother's background was never revealed to the public, as you can imagine. Of course, all that is in the past now. There is no reason to keep hiding it from my closest allies.
Your Majesty, if I may, I can handle the explanation.
That will no doubt prove faster. You knew my father many years longer than I did.
It all started 20 years ago, when a dreadful plague ravaged Ferdiad. King Lambert's wife was among those claimed by its spread. In hopes of bringing an end to the epidemic, the king sought experts from across the land. Scholars, doctors, mages. Among those, it was an imperial scholar by the name of Cornelia who finally turned the page on our suffering and put an end to the pestilence.
Oh yes, I've heard about that. She helped develop many of the districts in the capital as well, didn't she?
It's a little weird to think she's the one who planned out the places we all lived.
They even used to call her a saint. What could have happened to her to make her so... different?
Interestingly enough, she never asked for any kind of reward for her feat. Well, at first. In lieu of any compensation, monetary or otherwise, She requested that we rescue one of her old friends from the Empire. Which is the story of how the late king came to meet his future wife, Lady Patricia. Or should I say, Lady Anselma.
I don't get it. Why would she need saving?
I'm not sure of all the details myself, but I know she was banished from the court after becoming involved in some sort of political dispute. Lambert always did have a soft spot for those in need. And of course, in the thick of all that, the two developed feelings for each other. It's difficult to say for sure if it was love, but it was something. Anyway, that's all I have.
Looking back on the events now, it's hard to know just how much of it was part of Cornelia's plot. In any case, I must learn more about my stepmother's death. I have no doubt it connects in some manner to the truth about the tragedy. Who was Cornelia working for? And what was Edelgard's role in all of it? If I truly want to know, well, there's only one person I can turn to.
You want to get answers from the Emperor of the very region we're at war with? Is that even possible? I mean, Edelgard is our enemy. She and her like have stamped the life out of so many of our allies. And we've done the same to hers. I don't see how the two sides could just sit down for a chat after all that.
Perhaps not. Make no mistake, she is still our bitter enemy. But I've no other choice. We've extracted all the information we could from the Western Lords. And as Cornelia has departed this world, the Emperor is the only one left we can turn to. Gustav, I'll be leaving reconstruction of the West to you and the Baron.
Understood, Your Majesty. Do you mean to make for Aryan Road?
Indeed I do. Even the most impregnable fortress in all Fodlan cannot hold off an onslaught forever. I know not how or when Edelgard will make her presence known, but we must hold the Silver Maiden, by any means necessary.
Azure Gleam. Reunion at the Fortress City. The Kingdom Army crushes the Western Lords, and with them, the budding civil war. But amidst the chaos, Adrestia strikes at Aryan Road. Dmitri marches on the Fortress City at once, and challenges the Emperor herself to save those trapped within the Silver Maiden's walls.
Let's reacquaint ourselves with the situation. Our forces have already pulled out of Arundel territory and withdrawn to the fortress city of Aryan Road. The same city which finds itself now besieged by the Imperial Army.
Most troubling, Your Majesty.
The Knights of Seiros dispatched their very best to the scene, but they find themselves at the sword end of the Emperor's personal guard. Still, the Citadel will not fall easily. The stalemate could continue for some time yet.
Can we really afford to wait, though? Aryan Road supplies have got to be running thin by now.
If we go without proper preparation, the Imperial Army will simply crush us.
Agreed. We should be using the time we have to strike in a manner most favorable to our situation. What we need to do is sever the Imperial supply chain. Then, overwhelm and exterminate the withering remains of Edelgard's army.
Hold on, you want to win the whole war in one go?
Indeed I do. We have been gifted the opportunity of a lifetime, and I do not intend to let it slip through my fingers. It will be a pincer attack, with the fortress at the Empire's front and our battalion at their rear. Even with their larger numbers, we will hold the advantage.
All the more so with the Knights of have Saros in charge of defending Aryan Road.
And even if the Emperor herself escapes, we'll have still dealt a huge blow to the Empire's military.
Oh, I feel nervous all of a sudden. I never expected we'd reach a decisive battle like this so soon. Will we truly be able to win?
We can do this. I know we can. The terrain here is in our favor. As long as we press that advantage, we'll come out on top.
Let us rally the troops, Your Majesty.
Yes. Onward to victory.
There we have it. The Empire and the Kingdom finally squaring off in broad daylight. What a fascinating development. And a troubling one.
I am well acquainted with that look of yours, Claude. What could you be scheming this time? If I recall, you made a similar face the other afternoon, when we swept aside the Imperial army ourselves.
Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I'm just contemplating the fate of the Alliance the only way I know how.
Don't worry about him, Lawrence. He doesn't always look it, but Claude takes this stuff seriously. I promise.
She's right, you know. I'm constantly thinking about our next plan of action. Thankfully, the Empire's turned its beady little eyes away from us for now. It seems they're focusing all their attention on the West. And we owe that title shift to Duke Gloucester's feigned betrayal. The former Duke Gloucester, I mean. Thanks to him, we managed to run the Empire clean out of Leicester. But there's more to their strategy shift than that.
Do you speak of the unrest within the kingdom? Such internal struggles would certainly leave them rather defenseless in the wake of an attack. But the situation may change anew at any moment. We mustn't grow complacent. If they emerge victorious against the kingdom, it is difficult to imagine what course of action the Imperial army would take next.
Yeah. Whatever happens in this battle, it'll shape the future of Fodlan for years to come. I might be brilliant, but even I'm having trouble predicting who's gonna come out on top. But whoever it is, I'd bet anything we'll need to strike a deal to keep them at bay. I guess we should be ready for either outcome. Oh, and Lawrence, I'll be asking all sorts of little favors from you, so plan on being busy for a long while.
If needs must, I would do anything for the Alliance.
We can't stand in the crossfire between the Kingdom and the Empire forever. It's high time the Alliance grabbed the reins of history and started steering in our own direction.
Hey.
What kind of greeting is that? I gave you my title, not free license for insolence.
Spare me the lecture. I have a question about the lords of Southern Fraldaria's territory.
So you're having trouble with them as well, are you? Let me guess. They're withholding provisions. Or perhaps they refuse to send troops they promised.
How did you know?
Because I've been through the same thing with them any number of times.
Southern soldiers are unskilled, but they make up for it with sheer numbers. I need their cooperation, yet they refuse to negotiate. And I have no idea how to convince them.
Yes. I imagine they're dealing with their own issues.
And what issues would those be?
When they refused to send reinforcements for the invasion of Sreng, it was because the lords were embroiled in a succession dispute. If one house sent soldiers, the others would pounce on the opportunity to move against them. But mere letters could never have told you something like that.
So you went around to each territory personally?
Yes. Though considering we're presently on war footing, Doing so now would be unwise.
Well, that's hardly helpful, but I'll take it into consideration and see what I can do. Something funny?
Just thinking that you've grown into a fine duke.
Were you expecting me to fail? You're the one who gave me the title, after all.
True. But I inherited the role when I was much older than you. You're doing extremely well for your age. It seems I raised two very capable sons.
Don't tell me you're glorifying Glenn's death again.
Felix.
I've been walking in your footsteps, serving our king and leading an army of knights. After all that, I thought maybe I'd come to understand you a bit better. But I still can't stomach what you said that day.
Looks like I overstepped yet again. Perhaps the two of us will never see eye to eye. If Glenn were alive, I half suspect he'd say I was being childish.
I have exhausted most of the Pegasus Corps, so how should I advance the mounted units on the ground?
A tricky proposition indeed. The enemy general won't be foolish enough to miss a chance to seize the advantage here.
If we are going to face the enemy with our remaining troops, it would be best to have the mounted units take up formation in the narrow pass to the east. Then, the remaining Pegasus Knights can attack from the cliffs above and end this quickly. Still, my scouts claim there may be archers stationed on those cliff tops.
Naturally. Everyone knows to expect Pegasus Knights as soon as they see the standard of Galatea. The enemy will doubtless be ready for this.
Yes, it is quite the predicament. I cannot help but wonder what my father or brothers would do. As someone who commands an army of Galatea, withdrawal is not an option.
I don't think you need to rack your brain over this too hard, Ingrid.
But if we fight without any sort of strategy, we will suffer major casualties.
Which might prove to be in your favor. If the enemy sees your back to the wall, they may let their guard down and grow reckless. How many Pegasus Knights stand ready?
Nearly half. Perhaps more if their wounds can heal in time.
Then select the most skilled from among them and make for the cliff tops.
And fly into the jaws of their trap?
While using the speed of the Pegasi to minimize injury, make it look like you're taking a desperate retreat. Then withdraw your troops. If the enemy thinks they've subdued the famed Pegasus Knights of Galatea, they'll deploy troops from their main fortress, leaving it lightly guarded. Once they do, send a separate unit of your remaining Pegasus Knights to capture it.
Yes, that just might work. You are amazing, Lord Rodrigue. I suppose this comes from your wide range of experience.
Actually, it's a strategy suggested by your brother once upon a time.
My brother? Oh, that's right. I believe he served in Srang while he was still a squire.
Despite his low rank, he astonished us all with his clever suggestions for deploying our flying units.
I have a long way to go if I wish to live up to him. I must prove more diligent about studying strategy.
Very ambitious. My son could stand to learn a thing or two from your example. But you ought not overextend yourself. Make certain to rest those wings every once in a while. I wouldn't be able to face the Count or your brothers if I allowed you to work yourself to exhaustion.
Resting my wings is a rather difficult proposition. I can't very well run about playing games as I did when I was a child. In any case, I thank you very much for the advice. I think I know how to proceed now.
The pleasure is mine, Ingrid. This is a most dangerous strategy, so let's endeavor to make sure we both come out of this alive.
Oh, how do I even...
Annette, what are you doing?
Oh, to-do! Perfect timing. Got a sec? So, here's my problem. I'm not entirely sure how to... use this thing.
That is a hero's relic, yes?
Yep, it's called Crusher. I know, pretty intimidating. It used to belong to my uncle. But it's really, really heavy. Just lugging it around tires me out like nothing else. Plus, whenever I swing the thing, I feel like it's gonna take me right along with it.
It does look heavy, yes. Even without its power as a relic, no armor could possibly stand against such weight.
Sounds like I need to build up some muscle then. That's probably gonna take a while, huh? Too bad I'm not already as big and tall as you.
You might not be able to change your stature, but physique isn't everything.
You know, I think I've heard my father say the same thing. And if that's the case, I'd like to try a few things. Have time to help?
Very well.
Thanks! Though, on second thought, I probably shouldn't go around swinging a relic at you.
I often do my training with a large bag of rocks.
That could work.
Use your entire body, Annette. If you only use your arms, you'll be sent spinning.
Okay, like this? Yeah!
Exactly.
Whew, what a workout. Still, I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. Thanks, Dedue. You're a lifesaver.
Glad to be of service.
I wasn't sure I'd ever be able to wield something like a hero's relic. But you gave me the motivation to try. I'm gonna use this puppy to keep everyone safe. Just you watch.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
Huh?
Well, that's gonna be it for me for now, so we'll see everybody again on another night. Okay, good night.